are heading down to Southside Dragway down in Southside, West Virginia. We're going to be catching some no prep today. I don't know, like, many of the cars are going to be there. I assume Joseph Means is going to be there. He has Mountain State UTV. We're going to meet with Earl Smith, the gentleman who bought the old Kanawha drag strip. But I really want you guys to hear his story because it's true blue West Virginia. The guy had an idea. He, made the idea come to life. Everybody said that. Everybody used to tell me the Kanawha Valley is done. It's done. It's done. Nobody's gonna open it back up. Nobody's gonna open it back up. And lo and behold, here comes Mr. Earl Smith buying up the track, fixing it up. But we are on our way. The weather was absolute garbage, but it's kind of working out. It hasn't rained since, I guess, last night. He made Earl's son made a post saying that we are racing. There is racing going on. I am way behind. I tried to fix my my camera stabilizer, my gimbal. It is not working great. I got it fixed because it was just like one of the motors was just like free floating, but now it's doing this like crazy like death spin thing. I'll show you guys here in a little bit. And if anybody knows anything about gimbals, cameras, it's a Crane One. I don't know the brand of it. It starts with a Z. I think it's like Zypher, something. I don't know. That sounds fake. Don't quote me on that one. Let's get down there and let's get to racing, man. Let's get to racing. It's been almost a year. Let's roll. We made it here, and I am in line right now. Actually, I'm gonna pull you off here. Spectators over here, a couple bikes. It's pretty nice. There's a little dragster on top of the track. Pretty bumping. I mean, like really bumping. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and get turned around, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and just park right here. For those of you that don't know, when you end up running a diesel for a long time, or any vehicle really on a long trip, it's a really good idea to go ahead and just let it run for a bit, so that way you can keep the oil pumping, let everything cool down. I'm gonna get changed. Let's get to it. Guys, we are here with Earl Smith, the owner of Southside Dragway, formerly Kanawha Valley, right?
Kanawha Valley, yes.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little about what's going on? Where are we standing right now?
We are standing at Southside, West Virginia. That is 13 miles from Point Pleasant, 14 miles from Gallipolis, Ohio, and we're probably about 30 miles from Charleston, West Virginia.
Sure. And so, what's going on? What are we experiencing today?
Today's our first no prep race of the season.
Yeah.
So we got several cars. We got over 100 cars. It's a little cool day, but anyhow, we're actually getting ready to go into the first round as we speak.
Now this is pretty much year 2. Right. So yeah. What's different about going into today's opening day rather than the nerves, the thoughts, the feelings you had into last year?
It's smoother. We got like our VIP up here done. Actually, last year it was not completed, and last year we didn't really know what to expect because we worked right up to the day of opening day, just trying to get the place open. But we've done a lot of work since then, a lot of upgrades, updates, and our nerves are a lot calmer than actually what they was.
Well, I can tell you, I've been to a lot of tracks, and just seeing this one in general, you're already doing great. You know, to be honest, as a contractor, I'm a big stickler on facilities, right? So like I just went over, I had a long drive here, used the facilities, was able to wash my hands. You'd be surprised how many tracks you can't do that.
I know.
That's a sad thing. Progress, responsibly.
Right.
With
people want a nice place to go to, and we're family oriented. I am from a racing family, and we raced years ago. My dad raced years ago at Fairmont, West Virginia.
That's where I'm from.
I know.
Yep.
For
Eldora. Yeah, exactly.
And we went around the others, several smaller tracks and stuff like that. And this place closed, and it was closed for 9 years. And then we had the opportunity, got lucky. Really didn't mean to buy it, but we did.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, I'm sure you got the same, but a lot of people, like I always said, it's never going to open back up. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Never happen. And I'm here, guys. I'm here to tell you, this man in front of you, the man you're looking at right now, made it happen.
Yeah,
so
we made it happen. I actually went to the landowner and talked to him about leasing the track, because I had another guy from Kentucky that was getting ready to lose his track, and it just kind of went south. Next thing you know, I'm a track owner, and we're open, and we're ready to race.
Didn't you have to make a couple sacrifices to be able to get this?
Made several. I sold 8 of my muscle cars to buy this place.
How did that feel, knowing that it was real at that point? Once they were gone.
Once it was gone, you gotta make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm a business owner on the other side outside of this, and it's just, you got to make it happen.
What do you do outside of this?
I own an automotive glass replacement company out of Charleston, West Virginia.
Oh, fantastic! What's it called? It's
Auto Team and Glass.
Auto Team and Glass. And how can they get a hold of you if they need some glass in the southern West Virginia area?
Code 304-395-0991. 304-395-0991. Her name's Carrie. She'll take real good care of you.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate it. I'm gonna let you go do a little more stuff. All right. Well,
appreciate you coming down.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. You just heard from Earl himself, the man who made this whole track happen. We are about to go racing. The staging lanes are starting to fill up. Pits are starting to empty out, and it is time to make it happen. This is the first no prep of the season. Potentially first no prep here, but it is a beautiful day for racing. The weather could not be nicer. The air is nice and cool. I mean, it could be a little bit drier. That'd be great, but I'm happy with it. We're racing in the state of West Virginia, the 304. Let's do this. Come on. All right. Heading to the staging lanes for the first time here at Southside Dragway. There's some mean machines here. Look at this. What a turnout. That's great. Yeah, buddy. This is Mr. Means right here. good to be racing again. Joseph and I know each other from Twin Branch. I met him on the opening day there, and I'd say he's happy to have this track back, knowing how close it is to where he lives, a man from Charleston. His family's out to support him. I know his dad comes out all the time. I believe his dad's racing here in a bit. Love to see West Unit boy out racing. That was a race. That was a good race. On to the next one. Man, I'm going left lane. Everybody's having fun. Good turnout today. Fast cars, man. Joseph had a that was a good pass, man. That was a good race, to be honest. That was a hell of a good pass. That was a great pass. Great pass. As it sounds like we're gonna have some bikes racing here soon. I genuinely did not expect that whenever I was coming down. Oh, 1, 2, wow, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, on. Hell yeah. What should I expect whenever out of these bikes compared to a car?
I don't know. I hear it's rough.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Have you been here before?
First time.
This is your first time. My first time too.
Okay.
And where are you from?
Louisville.
Louisville. All right, right on.
Yep.
Right on. So you just down here for the day, right?
Yep.
Yeah, right on. Hell yeah. Well, I can't wait to see this thing make it pass.
All right.
Have fun, all right? Yep. Yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. This shit's about to be awesome. Man, track's gotta get your heart going. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like this. All right, guys, we're going to leave the scooter here for a second. I'm going to go on up. There's some bikes pushing through right now. I'm gonna see if I can record my first ever bike pass. Man, I can only imagine how loud these are gonna be. I can literally only imagine. Alright guys, we got a couple more passes going on, and then we got some bikes going on. Eating a burger. Just got a concession burger, some fries, absolutely delicious. Eating it while sitting in the AC, watching some races. Got the finish line camera over here. This is the VIP section. Got a private bathroom, got a private sink. In my opinion, 1000% worth the increased charge. Let's watch it pass. Straight out the camera. Left lane. Love the camera. See? Back to the track. See you guys. I like it back here. It's kind of peaceful. After a while, it's like there's so many people up there that you're kind of like just fighting through everybody constantly test the trans brake. I wanted also audio bulls or whatever these are. These headphones, like these hearing protection I have, these things are sick. Like, I mean, to be honest, like I feel very muffled, but they're very, very comfortable. I'm gonna show you guys my baby. Look at this. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Y11 or something like that. Nice back here. I think I'm just gonna watch a couple without the camera, and then I'll go in. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's very difficult for me to remember to enjoy myself at these events because I just want to keep on filming. So I think I'm going to see if I can get a couple interviews. I'm gonna like chill out. I got basically a 3-hour drive home, plus a couple stops, so 3.5, 4-hour drive home. I don't even know what time it is right now. Watch is turned off. I've been wearing a watch all day that's been turned off. Hilarious. But I think I'm gonna just watch here for a little bit, and then I'm going to do a couple interviews, especially with the bike guys, because I want to figure out, like, find a little bit more information on really the trailing arms. What size are those turbos? How much boost are they running? How much nitrous are they? How big of a hit are they, sitting through? And ultimately, like, top speed. What are some of their fastest passes? Dude, I love this. It's amazing. Alright, let's watch one more pass and then we'll go in for a little bit. I can see him move before I can hear him. Drive left lane. Buddy, hell yeah! That was sketchy as shit. Woohoo! God, guys, that was crazy. I was just coming over here for a second, just because I was wanting to get some practice filming or doing photography. I'm behind this little section right here. I see him start going sideways, and like, to be honest, I've seen enough like real bad wrecks that I was like, I wasn't playing around. I was like, okay, I'm out. What just happened there? What did we?
Man, I was racing Tyler Cox. He's fast.
Yeah.
And, I gave it all I had. Come across the line, and he was just a fender in front of me. And whenever I let off of it, my back tires lit up, and I let off of it and tried to get back in the brakes. It done it again. And about the third time, I was getting close to his chute, and I just locked it, come sideways.
Yeah,
It was a ride.
It was a ride. It was a hell of a save too. That was amazing.
Yeah, the car made it, so we're happy.
Yeah, you know, live to go another day.
Yeah.
That's good. Where are you from?
I'm from Sissonville, West Virginia.
Oh, right on, another West Virginia boy. All right,
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. There's 304 Media. We like to cover West Virginia motorsports.
man.
So this is awesome. That's any damage? You find any damage yet?
The back tire on the other side where it slid sideways.
Sure.
Took a little bit of meat off.
Sure. That's nothing.
It's minimal.
That's nothing. That's nothing. Especially when you could have.
That's the most boost I ran through it since switching to methanol. So we're happy with that. Made good power.
Okay, what did you run? How much boost you run on this time? How much do you run typically versus that time?
Well, this is my first time out on methanol. I'm going to 52 and make a bad pass. So last year on the 85, I was running about 30 pounds.
Okay.
And I beat that by, I had to look for 5 or 10 pounds. If I'd had both scrambles, helped it forward.
Yeah, well, right on. Hell of a save, and I appreciate you bringing this out, and I appreciate you not killing me while I was out there.
No problem. Man.
Yeah, thank you. Was riding through and I wanted to stop by and talk to one of the guys on the bikes, one of the crazy guys, one of the crazy people here.
Sure.
I thought they were all crazy people, and then you guys come along.
Yep. Everybody says that, but car guy, bike guy, anything that goes fast. You know? We do a lot of no prep racing because I'm not a little guy.
Yeah.
Right. So the no prep stuff kind of helps me a little bit. It's my traction attitude.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, we brought this is what I call my street bike. I've got another bike that's like a full-on grudge bike, and we race out a lot of no prep stuff too. But we didn't think it would probably get down here. Plus, it's not quite finished yet, so we brought this one. But this is a bike I can ride to work or whatever, and come out here and run.
That's amazing.
5.0s on. You know, it's a pretty fun combination.
Have you ever been here before?
No, first time ever.
Okay, so what? So this is my first time here too. And I live in the northern part of the state.
Okay.
This is my first time down here. It just reopened last year. How did you hear? What brought you out here?
So
how did you hear about this?
We follow the Birdman.
Okay.
We follow a lot of his events because he does all just mostly no prep stuff.
Sure.
So we follow his circuit and run all of his points events and everything. So he brought it here because him and Happy have kind of partnered up. So we run like the Cincy Street Nights, which is all no prep stuff, and that's kind of a Happy deal. And Birdman's got partnered up with that, and we run a lot of those events too.
That's awesome. No prep is No prep's one of my big things.
Oh, yeah?
So in the Eastern Panhandle, there's a place called Berkeley Springs.
Okay.
It's No Bullshit Bar Racing is like the organization that runs it. I mean, I fell in love with no prep my very first time.
Yeah.
There's just something different about it.
It's an equalizer.
It really is.
It's a tuner's race, a rider or driver's race.
Exactly. So did you build this?
Yeah, I built this. This bike's had so many different combinations. It was a turbo bike for many years. I street rode it, made like 400 horse. It was just a fun street bike, and then I started doing a lot of bracket racing, and turbo just wasn't consistent. Then we kind of got into the no prep stuff, and I built a bigger motor and put spray on it and everything like that. So like I said, I got this one, and I've got another one, and then that one there is my 16-year-old boys here.
Oh, cool.
He races.
Yeah, I love the 1320.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see those guys all the
And
time.
my oldest boy there in the black snap-on jacket, he races as well.
Yep. You got a whole family of racers then.
A family affair.
Oh, Edwards Racing. Oh, right on. Literally a family affair.
Yep. And then the wife supports every bit of it. She doesn't race, but she helps with everything.
Yeah.
So she's the boss of the track. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta have a rock.
Yeah,
You gotta have a rock.
You got to. Yep.
So it sounds like she's it.
Kayla there and Bill that are next to us, that's my engine builder.
Oh, great.
And we're racing that guy right there. He's my engine builder. That looks not good.
Sounds like a wreck.
That's not good.
Yeah. You might as well. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check it. Guys, the exact thing that you never want to see happen. I was right in the middle of an interview, so I don't have any footage. I just saw the footage, which I will not be posting. It was pretty rough to watch, to be honest. The guy racing was, we'll say, very exposed when he was rolling the vehicle, and there was no door. But we'll leave it at that. But they are life flighting him out. I'm not gonna post anything. Any kind of like, you know, I'll post a picture of the car, stuff like that. But that's about it. So the life flight is on its way. Hopefully we really hope that he's gonna be okay. Hopefully he doesn't have any life-changing injuries, but you know, at the end of the day, hopefully, you know, he survives first and foremost, because legitimately I don't know. It was nasty. It was a wreck. You have to, anytime you're at the racetrack, you have to assume that there's a chance of this. I mean, you guys just saw that, like, I was kind of running off, because like I'm gonna protect myself. Like, this is all fun and games doing media, but I'm gonna protect myself. Like, that's why I dipped out and I didn't get the footage. I didn't get it. I was really hoping that I got the footage. I did not. You just clipped me running away. That's fine. I don't. I want to protect myself. I have some of that love that I want to go home to. It's just, I want them to be able to go. I want him to be able to go home to people that he loves. So hopefully, here it comes. Here it comes. Hopefully, hopefully it'll be all right.
The situation even worse. Please stay away from where the helicopters will land. We need you guys to back up.
Here it comes.
You'll be able to see like the setup, and you can video it or whatever. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's all, I mean,
So like this is all your first kit, and this is your second kit, and they're jetted, and they just spray right down into the throttle body. It's just pretty much straight in.
what ports, what size ports are those?
You mean the jets?
The jets, I mean, sorry, yeah.
Well, like this one here is jetted for 120 on the first kit and 100 on the second kit, so it's a little more conservative than the other bikes. But yeah, it's just it's a 1441 stroker, so it's like a 1300cc motor with a Gen 2, the 08 up crank, which is a 2mm stroke, and then it's 84mm bore. So it's makes a 1441 as the displacement of it. But
Okay.
It's high compression, and then the 2 kits of nitrous and stuff. So.
Do you have the ramp? Like, do you have the night?
Progressive.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
absolutely.
That's what it says.
Yeah, very progressive, especially out here. Like, I don't think we're all in till, like, we're in 2.5 seconds before we're all in the first kit, and then we're just running one kit out here. Just
Okay.
Down track so bad.
Sure. Now, if you were at a quarter, like, do you go a quarter mile with this?
Once in a while, this one here will run quarter. It's geared for it.
Okay.
Like I've been 760s on this in the quarter, but I'm like almost 250 pounds, so not suited.
Right, yeah.
So you know, I'm not a little guy, so it takes a lot to get me moving. But we
got a little racetrack.
We dominantly run no prep stuff with this bike, and well, I don't even have a picture of the other one. The other one's not in here, but we run all no prep stuff. We, like I said, we follow Birdman Productions that's here. He partnered up with Happy, and they're both awesome guys. And he's formerly a bike guy, so he loves watching the bikes. So he's kind of partnered with Birdman that does all bike stuff, and kind of hosted all these events all over the place. Like we go to Edgewater, US 60, Kanawha Valley, travel wherever, and it's he does a lot of big money races too. Like he did one last year for $20,000.
Oh wow!
Which was pretty cool. We went to the semifinals in that next with the other bike and melded it, unfortunately, against Jeremy Teasley. And but yeah, that's part of it. We run Warner Woods, which is a pretty popular one since they let bikes in, which has been awesome. Actually, my oldest boy there, he ran this in Warner Woods 1 year or 2 years. How many years did you run this in Warner Woods?
I ran it 1 year, but both races.
Oh, that's right.
The first one, I messed up, and then the second one we didn't have the shifter hooked up, and
always something.
Always something. And then it died on the starting line, and I about ran him down. It was
it was a good time.
Oh, it was a good time. Yeah.
The track's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
we've been going to it for years, just spectating the War in the Woods event. It's just such a cool event. There's people, we met people there last year that come from California just to watch it.
Wow.
It's just cool fans. Just the energy of the place is amazing. Have you ever been?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you've got to go.
Yeah,
it's worth the drive. I'll tell you, you will not regret it.
Yeah, I'll drive anywhere.
Yeah,
I don't care.
There's some guys that shipped their car in from New Zealand or something, I think, for the event.
Australia.
It's just a next level event. It's an absolute horrible surface, kind of a crappy little track, but it is so cool.
So it's like a no prep then?
It is 100%.
Very much no prep.
There's grass down through the middle.
Oh, I've actually seen. Okay, now I know where you're. I know the location.
In the track facilities is nice. Jeff's done wonders with the place since he's bought it. I shouldn't call it a crappy track.
I understand. I understand.
The surface is what's the.
It's a no prep surface.
Yeah, and there's a lot of transitions, and you got to tune for the transitions, and then get shut down because there's kind of a short shutdown before you go into the woods.
We had one bike guy go into the woods.
Yeah, we did. One bike guy did. But it's a lot of fun. Yeah, we've raced it. I think I've raced it 3 times on different bikes. Yeah. So, and it's an invite only, which is always pretty cool with Birdman. Either you got to do well at the previous event, or you have to run one of his events as a qualifier to get in. We already got our invite for this year's event.
When is it this year?
It is May 19th.
Okay, it's not far.
Yeah, I think
real soon.
It's May 19th, right?
Yeah.
Which I still got the other bikes in a billion pieces. I gotta get it together for it. That's why we're racing with it. So
that's racing.
Yeah, that's part of it. But yeah, you were talking about turbo stuff. Like I said, this used to be a turbo setup for many years. It was much shorter. Yeah, actually, this picture right here on the wall was. I think that was a turbo setup in there because it had a full exhaust and everything.
Sure.
Had actually matching fairings and all. But it was it had a Chinese turbo on it, like a knockoff 35R, and made like I had it set up where it was 8 pounds of boost on the weight skate. Then I could arm a switch, and as soon as I clicked into second gear, because these have a gear position sensor, so it knows what gear, the ECU knows what gear it is. So you link it to where anything above first gear, it would go to 10 pounds or 12 pounds, I think. And then I had my high beam switch set for 15 pounds. So it was like my own homemade
system.
Boost controller, you know.
Yeah.
But it was a stock ECU and everything, and it made like 400 horse. But I could ride. Like me and the wife, we rode it to Louisville and Cincinnati and up to
Dells Gap.
Yeah, we rode it all over the place.
Yeah, you just got
very streetable.
Yeah,
you know, it was like a stock bike till 7,000 RPM. Yeah, I used to pick him up from school on it.
I'm sure that was. I'm sure that was always cool getting picked up from school.
Book bag on the back. People when I was younger than him on the back of the stick.
Yeah, I get it.
But we started doing some bracket racing, and just the turbo setup wasn't consistent. We just couldn't get it quite figured out, so we went back to motor nitro setup, and then we kind of got into no prep stuff, and just it's way more fun.
What's the weight difference? What's the weight difference between like the turbo setup versus like the nitro
Quite a bit.
setup?
I would say probably on your average system, probably 40 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, that's a lot on a bike.
Yeah.
When you're really dealing with power to weight ratio, I mean, 40 pounds is a lot.
Plus, you don't have the lag. You don't have the boost lag.
Instant. Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
and you got a lot more controllability over it, and I mean, obviously you can hurt stuff.
Sure.
You can do that with anything, right?
That's anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally do anything. So
like,
show me a little bit more of the setup if you don't mind. Like,
sure.
let's run over like you got your brakes because you got to stop. You're
stock.
trailing. Okay, all stock.
All these things.
They're just
so many components of this bike that were just built well.
Yeah.
And you don't need to change them. Like I run only one single front rotor. The bike does have carbon fiber BSTs on it.
It's a Galford rotor though.
No, it's not. It's a cut stock rotor. Really? Scott Kaufman made that for me. But it's stock. It's like I said, it's got stock shock on it.
Okay.
We've just fine-tuned it and everything. A lot of people are blown away because we've been pretty fast on it, I'll say, with a stock shock, and everybody's like, you can't go fast in a stock shock. Well, we've done it for a while now. Granted, it'd probably do better with a good shock on it, but I just wanted to see how fast we could go with a stock shock.
Yeah, because I guess these bikes are designed to really go fast anyway. So
Correct.
like that, now that you say that, like as soon as you said it and you start talking about it, I got a little click in my head. I was like, yeah, you're right. These are fast bikes.
Yeah,
and you're talking about quarter mile
the
versus.
The faster you go, the more stable they become. It's you get hunkered down, and and like I've had this bike 185 in the quarter a couple times, and it's just super stable. It's just you just feel it. It just faster and faster you go, the more stable it feels like. It's like a bullet going through the air. You don't want to set up when you're going that fast because it'll rip you off the bike.
Sure.
Of course, but
yeah, so you probably have a pretty big airflow going through it. Yeah.
Huge. Yes, definitely.
His visor's not tinted, so he's got to look over.
Yeah, that's the only bad. Yeah,
and
I do custom paint work as a side hobby, and I painted this bike back in '08. And it fell over in the trailer, and it got kind of jacked up, and I haven't fixed it yet. But I thought I'd be cool and paint my visor. But yeah, it sucks because you can't see through it. But we make it work.
Yeah, because you're like all the way down on it whenever you're.
I try to get down as low as I can, yeah. But obviously this and this don't always cooperate.
Sure.
Real far down.
Sure.
But talking about wheelbase, like so these things stock are 58.5 inches is where they are stock, and then obviously the longer you make them, the harder you can launch. But also the longer you make them, the risk you take at spinning, depending on what the surface is like. So on a really really bad surface, like a shorter bike's better.
Okay.
But like
so
this
like the farther out, like if you're like a prepped track,
yeah,
you're
on a
you're
track,
as far back as you can get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this bike here, sets right about 60 inches. So it's just a little longer than stock. This one's setting at 74 inches.
Okay.
And then my other bike's setting at 81 inches. It's really long.
Yeah. Because I could see the difference on every one of you guys' bikes.
Different combinations.
Everybody had a different combination.
Yep, and me being a little heavier, I can plant that tire. That helps.
Yeah.
If I was a little light guy, I'd have to shorten this up really, really short. But with my weight and stuff, I could make this longer wheelbase work.
Well, it sounds like if I was getting into something like this, I would. You and I are on the same levels there. So I feel like I'd be able to just follow your same setup.
Probably.
And my weight would be able to keep me down
Probably.
too.
Yeah. Like when my oldest boy rides it, we shorten it all the way up to this. We put it almost all the way up here, almost 4.5 inches shorter. And I got the chain set up where I can take a section out, short it back up.
So it's just that fast. So you can change it just that quick.
Oh, I can change the wheelbase on it in under 5 minutes, probably. Yeah. We kind of got it down to a science.
So whenever you're making like real big passes, is there any any things that you need to be checking? Is there any maintenance whenever you make a big pass?
Yeah.
What are you doing when you come back from a big hot pass?
So a couple things. So first thing we do, we put fans on it, get it cooled down for next round. If the pass went okay, we usually don't check it, but if something acted a little funny, we might pull the clutch and go through the clutch. This has what they call a Gen 2. It's an MTC Gen 2 clutch. It's kind of like a hand slider deal. Makes just very consistent. Like this bike's factory hand, like true hand clutch. But this one's not. But we'll go through the clutch. I'll pull data from the data logger and see what happened in the past. Make sure everything would look good and stuff. put fuel in it, change the bottle. We usually put a new bottle on about every pass, just to keep pressure consistent. But really, that's really about it. Yeah, I mean they're not real high maintenance. You know,
I like that.
And then usually, depending on probably about every 8 to 10 passes, I'll take and I'll pull the filter and make sure that everything looks. It's got a billet filter with a little screen in it you can inspect and stuff. Make sure there's no bearing material. Make sure nothing's going south in the motor.
Sure.
Get your cameras back out,
but yeah, that's man, they're pretty. Put brake pads on it once every other year, typically. About go through 1 or 2 tires a year, depending on how much I race. We run a couple street race events too that are like sanctioned deals that we run, and one of them's like on corrugated concrete, and it shreds the tires.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's so rough on them, but it's such a fun race.
Yeah.
It's over in Marion, Indiana. We have a blast with that.
Yeah. So where are you from? Because we actually.
Sure. Yeah. I'm from Greenfield, Indiana. We just. I was born and raised in Mississippi, not raised, and then we moved to Indiana, and I live over kind of out in the country, east side of Indianapolis, and yeah, been out there forever. But we travel all over. Like a lot of these guys that are with us, our team, they're from up in Anderson and Muncie, Ellick, and I spend a lot of time up there because there's the Muncie Dragways up there. We go up there and race. We go to Edgewater. Edgewater's close to us.
I know Edgewater.
Yep.
I've been to Edgewater a couple times.
We're about an hour and 15 minutes away from Edgewater.
Yeah, I like so I've camped out there twice.
Yeah.
For doing like drag weeks.
Oh, okay.
And like it's a really nice facility. The owner of that place is a nice guy.
It is.
I like it.
It's a very cool facility. They've done a lot with it since the new owners bought it.
Yeah, they just got flooded like real bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got to support
60,
them.
Or not 60, but Bowling Green, of course, got flooded bad, and then
which Ellis Fest, I go to
Valley.
that all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of tracks that took a lot of water on.
Sure.
Pretty devastating, but they've cleaned up.
Yeah, and that's you guys got to keep coming back out to it.
Oh yeah.
That way, you get us out there. Exactly.
Yeah.
Same thing with the fans.
Yep.
We gotta get the fans. You gotta have the fans out there. That's how we get better tracks. That's how we get better services, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate everything. To be honest, like I really did not expect to see bikes out today.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. I thought it was coming down to like regular no prep.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I did not. The first I heard of bikes, I was about to get food, and I was like, oh, bikes, okay. I'll get food later.
Yeah.
And I went out there, and I'm so glad I did. You guys put on a great show. I appreciate you guys just coming all the way over here, because this is your first time here.
First time here, yeah. And we got a bye run this time, and that puts us in the finals. So
it's amazing.
We'll see how it goes.
I'll be out there watching.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure. It has been a lot of fun so far. This track is significantly better than I could have imagined for a West Virginia track. They're doing really cool things. So it's from what I understand, like the end of the track is a little bit rougher than the beginning from what they were saying, but the facility's great. I mean, the bathrooms are clean, the food's delicious, the kitchen's clean. The kitchen's an open kitchen, so you can actually see everything. The racing's awesome. The people are cool. This is a really cool place for those of us here in West Virginia and Kentucky and Tennessee, Ohio, all those places, North Carolina, Virginia. I really recommend checking out Southside Dragway here in Southside West Virginia. You won't be disappointed. And if you're coming as a spectator, I really recommend getting the VIP section. It's worth it. Having that space up top and having the private bathroom, and having a little bit of AC, being able to just get away for a second. I don't know how much it costs, but it's worth it. I recommend it. This place is awesome. lost his hood. Let's see. Left lane, lost the race. Guys, I'm heading out. It's been a wonderful day here at Southside. I want to thank Earl. He has a wonderful thing going on here. The place was just bumping. The atmosphere was great. It was a just really clean, fun atmosphere. People were definitely partying. People were having a good time, but everybody was like kind of like staying in their lane. Nobody was getting out of control. That's one of the things I get annoyed seeing sometimes is whenever people start getting a little too freely. You get it. So I'm heading out. The bikes just went. It's not like the finals just happened. I will get home about midnight at this point. So still gotta stop and eat some dinner. So probably about 12:30, and gotta be up early in the morning tomorrow. I really wanted to stay for the rest of it, but can't always get what you want. I'm just happy I got the day I got down here. It's well worth it. I highly recommend Southside Dragway, and if you're in the vicinity, it's worth the drive. We met people from multiple different states today, so really looking forward to getting back down here and getting to some of these new events that people have invited me to. That'll be nice too. So let's hit the road, see if we can beat the old GPS. Let's try it. Guys, if you could see how red my eyes were and how tired I am, you would understand why I left early. It's 11:48, just pulling the driveway. I'm gonna end up the video with this. I hate leaving early. It sucks. But I also gotta remember that I gotta responsibly get home. And so I hope everybody had a good time. Hope everybody was safe. Can't wait to find out who won. But it is time for me to shower and go to bed. I'm done. Night. Appreciate you guys watching.